So this is an important video for anyone who's in the market for SEO. This is very crucial. Now, one thing you need to understand with anything that you do, even in your business, there's probably been things that you tried. The first time it didn't work. The second time didn't work. Maybe the third time it worked. It's no different when it comes to investing in a marketing company or an SEO company. But it's important to understand first what you're buying. So be educated on what you're buying. This way you can sniff something off when you're talking to someone or you're asking them questions. The second thing is you got to be open-minded, because maybe the research you've done has been very biased, and what you've learned about SEO is not always exactly how somebody else does it. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. So just be open-minded, but understand a little bit about the product. That's going to help you decide on whether or not that's a company that meshes with your business values and your business strategy. Now, the third thing I'll say here is that you have to be very clear. Like, the expectations have to be set very clear from the beginning before any deal is actually signed or made. If they are clear about the expectations that the results that you're going to get in a certain amount of time frame, then that is a good sign. Now, if they're not clear about that, or if it just seems outrageously like too good to be true, you may want to be a little bit cautious there. Like, if they're telling you they're gonna, your business is gonna just 100x in 7 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, that could be true. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but you want to be cautious of that, because with SEO, it is actually difficult to gauge exactly how many leads you're gonna get before you even start, because it's always changing and there's other SEOs working on stuff. So results change. So you want to be cautious of answers like that. Another thing is, when you're actually working with them, let's say you've signed a deal, you've signed a contract, I would personally say to work with a company who is flexible as far as as far as their pricing structure. So for example, there are some companies who will say, hey, it is going to be $1,000 for the next 12 months, and that's it. That's the price. It's a fixed rate, and once you sign, you're locked in for a year. I'm not saying that that's a bad deal. In some cases, that's what some companies do, and it works. I typically don't do that, mainly because a lot of people that I work with have been scammed, sometimes for multiple years, with other SEO companies. So what I will typically do, and this is just as a point of reference of something you want to look for, is I'm very flexible with people. I won't lock them into a monthly contract for the rest of their life. I will typically have some kind of down payment, and then it's more of a pay as you see results thing. So you want to talk to the company. You want to make sure they're on some level flexible and they can actually help you see results as time goes on. So that's very important. Now, if you're with a company right now and they're not communicating with you, and you've been with them for a while and you haven't seen any results, and if they are communicating with you, which is very unclear, and you have no idea what they're doing, it's time to switch, most likely. I would say for sure it's time to switch companies. It's nothing against the person that you're working with, but you want to find someone who actually cares about their reputation and the service they're providing.